coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Kidd Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Kemba Walker is out there with Batum, and it's Zeller in at the 5.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Such a wide open look.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On defense, Charlotte. It's a three-point game. Here's Thompson, and the layup falls.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Walker's shot is off. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Williams. The shot misses. Good D by Thompson. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And that is good.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Walker with it. Guarded now by Irvin. And the dunk by Zeller.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
On its way from Irving for 2. No good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots, get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Zeller, a screen on Irving. Here's Walker. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard. But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the leap. Just not as consistent as he needs to be, and a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
Nice shot by Smith.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
Now here's Walker. Inside. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Walker.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Williams. Left side, Batum. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's LeBron. The shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Walker kicks to Kidd Gilchrist. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Kidd Gilchrist has got his second basket of the game. Here's LeBron. James with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pick by Zeller. And Walker kicks to Williams. Back to Walker. Batum wide open. He fires. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Now Lynn, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Fires, high post. Offensive rebound. Here's Jefferson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And for Big Al Jefferson, he's been a great player in this league, but he hasn't played on that many great teams, and he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
And for Al Jefferson, never making an all-star team, he's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, what, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, you know, even though the All-Star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit of D to have a chance to get there.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 19-5 run. Here's Lamb. Off target with his 3.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
And that one's good.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Hornets leading by 9. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jefferson inside. Mozgov covering, and they're able to recover. They recover it. That's good. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Dellavedova kicks to Mozgov, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. You know, just play.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level. And that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hornets leading by 9.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
The Cavaliers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Count that one. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Walker with it. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Love, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Now here's Kid Gilchrist following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Batum. No good. Good D by Thompson.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
And so here's Charlotte following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Walker goes in. That's good. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Got that bucket in no time at all. That's 7 points for Iman Shumpert.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And here's Walker. That's good from Williams on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists in the game. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch four.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Williams. Lee comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. Now here's Lamb. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The thing about Marvin Williams, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Now here's Lee. Here's Zeller. Count it from 12. Zeller's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
No hesitation when he saw the space that he was giving him. That's 2.
LeBron against Zeller to stop the run. And that one comes up.